How's it going, everybody? The Seer here, and we have our Cosmic Crucible Season 11 debut. We have a rematch going against El Pimpe, and they went full turtle. I went partial turtle. So this is the Turtle Fest. Bring out the strawberries or raspberries, whatever they want to eat. El Pimpe is 137 million TCP. This is going to be a bit of a punch up. I'm the smallest one in this bracket right now. I did end up finishing to where I am Masters 3. So we're going to have some fun going against some high-powered people at the start of the season. As far as the defense goes, my opponent is using the Illuminati Black Knight in Stage 1. They took out the Mr. Fantastic to put the Black Knight in here. Stage 2, we're not going to worry about Stage 2. We're going to ignore this. This is a trap because I don't have Odin on offense or anything. I'm not going to try to take this out. It's Annihilators, Super Skrull, Odin. So have fun with that one. Stage 3, we have the Spider Society Mephisto. Stage 4, the full Nightstalker team. They went the full Raiders with Blade being a striker. So that means they probably have the passive. We don't know if they have the ult awakened yet, though. Stage 5, X-Treme X-Men with Dorm. Looks like they have purple 1 on 3 of these members. So it looks like they're trying to power up their X-Treme. Not a bad idea. I debate about doing that myself. Stage 6, they have the full Orchis team. So we have some fun ones to go through today. We are going to do a few sacks to start this off. So let's get those out of the way. All right, so it's brought to my attention there is a one-shot available for this. We are going to do some testing on this. Looks like Pat brought this up, that saw owner who is a madman said this works. So we have a tiny Drax in here. We have an old man Logan behind, so that way Super Skrull is going to special into Drax, kill him. That's going to hit old man Logan. He's going to be able to go. Super Skrull is going to go into stealth, I believe, after that. We need to get off the Gladiator ASAP. We're going to put a stun on Gore. And then after that, we should be able to go all in on Odin and take him out. Echo's in here to turn off the assist mechanic that Odin brings. So let's see how this is going to play out. Alright, so we need to get off the Gladiator ASAP. So there's the dead Drax. No exposed mechanic out there. That's good. Alright, so we did end up purple 3 and Skirmisher are Daken. So we're going to special into Gladiator. We got off the taunt. That's what we want. Alright, so we are going to special into Gore to stun him. Alright, now we're going all in. Yeah, let's ult. That's going to assist. Now we can Falcon Punch Odin. And let's ult. So there goes Odin. Rip on him. We have a trauma ability block on Super Skrull. We still have the revive once on old man Logan, so that's good. Let's go with Thanos. He's about to go. Super Skrull, we're going to ult. That's going to do a turn meter rewind. Saw owner, you are a madman, and thank you, Pat, for bringing this up. This was super easy. Sweet. We're going to jump over to Stage 1 now. We're pretty much on a high right now. We got the one shot on that Stage 2. We're going to definitely do one sack into this. I want to get the expose or exhaust mechanic on the Black Knight. I'm still deciding if I want to do the second sack into it and then kind of clean up after that. So let's go ahead and start by using the Infinity Watch in here. Moondragon did end up getting the buff, so she might be able to survive long enough to hopefully pull a few more abilities. So let's go ahead and jump in here. All right, we're going to try and just do the single sack. We're going to go in here now with the Superior 6 Vulture. Vulture's going to take off the speed up that the Hank Pym gives. Black Knight's pretty much nullified with the counterattacks now. We're going to get offense up from the Spider Slayer, and they should hit us pretty good where we're going to have our vulnerables on us, and we should be able to hit them back pretty good with that extra 100% damage per vulnerable on us. So let's see how this ends up going. Alright, so she went at the Doc Ock. That's perfectly fine. Alright, we're going to use the ult from Green Goblin Classic. So we got some traumas out there. A lot of good damage already going on them. Oh, they took our Spider Slayer. Jeez, okay. Let's use the special into Black Knight. There's trauma on Black Knight and Captain Britain, so this is going to put slow on him too. Alright, special into the Captain Britain. Got the ability block on him. Massive damage. Let's get the Shocker out on the field and some regens. If we can take out the Captain Britain, I'll feel really good about a cleanup if we need one. Alright, so offense up to us. We're going to go Captain Britain and special. Alright, there he goes. We got this now. Ult for a turn meter rewind. And ult. Alright, now we can hit auto. We got this. All right, only single sack got this one, so I'm really happy about that. All right, for stage 3, we're gonna do a double sack into the Spider Society Mephisto. The first one's just gonna be the Black Order. We're basically aiming to get the double exhaust mechanic on the Mephisto. Then we're gonna try and come in and see if we can take it out with Alpha Flight Super Skrull combination team. All right, we're going in for the second burn attack. We're going to end up using our invaders. They have the raid buffs, but it doesn't really matter because Spider Society is king in stage 3. So let's go ahead and get that second exhaust mechanic. All right, we're going to test out the Alpha Flight with Super Skrull going into the Spider Society Mephisto team. I'm not sure this is going to work because they're still going to have that safeguard on spawn, which is going to throw it off, especially with the immunities that they have. But Super Skrull should get a lot of turns, so hopefully we can get some momentum going. Once you start killing them, the Alpha Flight starts to ramp up. So let's go ahead and get in here. All right, let's start the basic first. And that is a evade. That's what I thought. So let's just do a special here. Hey, Walking Hey, how's it going? And let's go ahead and burn that ult. All right, and let's go here. And Pav is starting to go off now. All right, so we did a double sack into this. Then we're testing out Alpha Flight with Super Skrull. Now let's go ahead and ult. There goes the Mephisto. Now we're going to start getting buffs on us. Let's special into Ghost Spider. And special into Ghost Spider, do a turn me to rewind on Pav and Penny. And now Sunfire is going to ult. Special into Ghost Spider. She's killed off. Pav is killed off. So it looks like this worked pretty good. Ult into Peter Parker. That gets a stun on Peter Parker. Alright, perfect. Now we can hit auto. Sunfire goes burr. Alright, perfect. Alright, we're jumping over to stage 6. We're gonna end up using our full new warriors into the full Orchis team. Because Omega Sentinel usually gives them that heal anyways, and Scientist Supreme does a heal as well, they're not going to be getting any form of heal, so Orchis being in 6 is not good. They are going to have the Safeguard, the defense up, and immunity, so it is going to be tougher to start getting the kills off, but we're going to have those buffs as well, especially with the evades. So let's see how this new Warriors does in here. If it fails, Hive Mind should be able to get the cleanup. Alright, so look at all these buffs and the Safeguard. That is beautiful. So the interesting thing is the Sentinel comes down after, so the Sentinel doesn't even have the Safeguard, so we can get off them right away. Alright, so we're going to target the Scientist Supreme and use the ultimate. Two of these characters are going to get the offense down and rewound. So there's the one kill. Let's go ahead and do the percentile damage to Scientist Supreme. The blind's not going to stick, but they have a lot of unavoidable attacks anyways. Alright, so there's Lady Deathstrike. We have those evades protecting us. That didn't feel good. Well, that went south fairly quick. Alright, we are jumping over to stage 5. They are using their X-Treme X-Men Dorm. That's still going to be a classic team. I don't have my MOE. I just used my new wars. We're going to end up using our Sea Defenders and Tangled Web. Tangled Web should be able to protect us with the charges. So let's go ahead and get in here. Alright, so let's target... yeah, Dorm and ult. Alright, stun on Robbie, that's fine. We can still end up using our ult from the Spider Weaver. Alright. Let's do the ult into Forge for the trauma stun. Now they all do have their revive once still. So Black Cat, basically the evades prevented the revive once from being stripped off. Alright, ult into Gambit to do a turn meter rewind over here. Alright, special into the Rogue. And that's unavoidable. Man, they do not like Robbie. Ult into Rogue. So I pulled the ult there. I think I can clean this up. Let's keep it. Alright, good. Forge didn't ult. Alright, we're jumping back over to stage 6. We're going to use our Hive Mind. We're bringing Ares. That's going to stop the safeguard from coming into play. We should be able to get the kills. We knocked several of them pretty low already. They're not going to heal up when that Scientist Supreme goes first. So this should be a very easy cleanup. Alright, so no safeguard on there because of Ares. We're going to ult into the Sentinel right there. That flipped quite a bit. Alright, Lady Deathstrike does the special for that turn meter rewind. That's fine. Lady Deathstrike, well, it's still the taunt on the Sentinel, so we're just going to ult into him. That gets a kill. Now we got a turn meter going for us. And ult with the current, the Red Goblin. Alright, so we're able to put 2 members in the red, so this is pretty much in the bag now for sure. And we're going to use that special into Lady Deathstrike. Alright, let's use the special here into the Mega Sentinel. She's about to take a turn. Take that ability energy from her. Special into Mega Sentinel. There's another kill, and that is the stage 6 cleanup. Alright, we're going to do the cleanup in stage 5. We're going to use our full Pegasus team. Gambit already used its ult. Forge has not used its ult yet because we got that stun on him early. Dorman's pretty low in health, so we don't have to worry about him giving that revive once to the team. Now, he did have about 2 or 3 charges left on him, so that could be a problem. But I think we should be okay. Let's go in. Alright, there is the basic from the Nightcrawler. Alright, let's ult into the dorm. Alright, there he goes. Now we don't have to worry about our stuff being flipped. Alright, ult from the Ironheart. And yeah, let's ult, flip those. Alright, there's the ult from the Forge. Alright, ult with the Darkhawk over there. Alright, there goes Gambit. Or Nightcrawler, I mean. Alright, so we got a taunt on Rogue. That's fine. We'll special into her. Alright, still a taunt, but we're going to hit into a defense down. Kester pings are right, messing up pretty good. Alright, special. Alright, let's keep hitting into that defense down, get some pings going. Alright, basic. That sustain is driving me crazy. Alright, special into the Forge, defense downs. Alright, we're gonna need another cleanup in here. Hold another Gambit ult at least. Alright, pulled the Rogue special again, that's fine. All right, we're jumping over to stage 4 real quick. Then we're going to go back and clean up that stage 5. We're going to end up using our Cabal, Kang, Emma. This is basically just get as much speed as we can on the Cabal team. Want to give props to Juicy, basically saying Kang and Emma. I was going to do Kang for sure. I just didn't have the lock in for the 5th. So let's go ahead and get this going. I actually do want to switch Kang to a Raider for this one. So let's go. All right, so we are going to use that special into Man-Thing. There's a crit. Now we can special with the Iron Patriot, and this should walk right over it. There goes Man-Thing. Ult for a turn meter rewind. Yeah, this was kind of a joke. Oops, I went to basic. Oh well, one extra turn. Taking Kang. All right, we have the final hit into here. Hopefully we can get the cleanup on this. We're going to use our Eternals to flip their buffs. We have Nightcrawler to try to get a stun out there. Nova to either stun or peel off some evades. We have Red Hulk in here to do a turn meter rewind. So let's see what happens. All right, let's see. Let's try and get the stun on Forge because we pulled Gambit ults already. Rogue already used hers, so I don't want Forge to have a chance of ulting on us. All right, let's flip that defense up into defense down. We got the double tap. And turn meter rewind. And that's game. All right, let's see if my opponent attacked. And my opponent did end up getting their attacks in the middle of the night for me. So El Pimpe got a 31,811. I got the 47,741. So it looks like they struggled. They weren't able to clear 2 of my rooms. Again, it's very early in the season. Let's go ahead and check out what happened. So for stage 1, I did that single sack. Then I used that Superior 6 Vulture as the counter into that Illuminati with Captain Britain team. That's why I didn't really want to put the Illuminati in stage 1, just because you can really rack up those vulnerables and then go up to like 2,000% damage on them, which is ridiculous. That got me a 7951, so pretty good counter. I like it. For stage 2. So another huge shout out to Pat Dim and You Think in chat for telling me about the counter that Saw Owner came up with for this. So all props goes to them for this, because I was going to ignore this. And it looks like I still would have won because they couldn't clear 2 rooms. But very good counter. It's an 8353 for that one. For stage 2, I did the double sack. Then I end up using my Alpha Flight Super Skrull. Now, if you want, you can definitely take out the Sunfire and add in like Ares. That way you can take the safeguard off as well and make the matchup easier. This got me a 7556. For stage 4, huge shout out to Juicy. I was definitely going to use the Kang. I just didn't have the lock in on the 5th. So I probably would have dropped the first one and then thrown Emma in on the second one, because I don't know if I would have chose Emma. I think I would have gone with like Ultimus or something like that. This got me at 8369. Stage 5, X-Treme Rogue Dorm was a big problem for me. So I dropped the Secret Defenders, I dropped the Pegasus, and then I had to come in with Eternals with some miscellaneous characters. 7552 for that one. For stage 6, New Wars, they did pretty good initial damage. I just couldn't get through the safeguards and everything. I think maybe throwing like Ares in instead of Dagger could have been a little bit better for me on this one. So that way when Gwenpool did the flips, I could have actually flipped the positive effects into negative effects as well. So that was definitely a misplay on my part. Hive Mind Ares was able to do a very easy cleanup, 7960. Now for my defense. Stage 1, my opponent used the new Warriors, and they were doing really good at the initial. Omega Sentinel had a lot of vulnerables on her. She ulted and almost wiped the entire team out. From there, they kept it and used the Eternals Undying as the cleanup. 79-54. Stage 2, they couldn't clear the Illuminati team, so they did 2 burn attacks. They tried the Superior 6 with Old Man Logan, couldn't get through it. They even threw Vulture in, so they had the offense up, the no speed up. They couldn't get through it. Stage 3, they did the double sack. They used Hive Mind Apocalypse. Interesting combo. If you don't need your Apocalypse elsewhere, I could see that definitely destroying this, which it did with a 75-64. Or stage 4. So they kind of had the right track. They had the Cabal, they had Kang. They went with Spider-Man Noir. Now the issue is Nightstalkers doesn't spawn with a lot of buffs, like barely anything. So he's not getting that huge speed up right away. He would have been able to try to put blind on Moon Knight. No, because it goes on the primary target. So yeah, Man-Thing spawns with the taunt and I believe immunity, so that we can't get the blind, which that wouldn't really do anything. From there, I'm pretty sure this team just kind of walked over it. They did a burn attack with nowhere. The issue is Oath, when they get kills, the team gets kills, she gives 1 ability energy for each death. So basically you're killing them and then they're coming back with basically the ultimates almost prepared again. They went back in and couldn't clear, so they got 0 points for that one. Stage 5. So I believe this one was on Dorky's video during the playtest. I had Titania in here, whereas the other person I think had Nightcrawler. Now Titania's ultimate is unavoidable, so she just kind of hits you right away, even with the charges up and everything. This was a slog. I believe they almost timed out on this one, and they got a 0 for the turn bonus, 83-33. For stage 6, they used the Secret Defenders. They were able to take out Dorm. They hurt the Black Knight pretty good, and they were able to push the Thanos endgame, it looks like, based on the health. Then they went back in with Cabal, King, Old Man Logan for the cleanup. That got them a 79-60. So good game, El Pepe. I know we're gonna end up getting matched up again. We both have that top 100 frame that we're representing right here. So let's get another rematch, and I'd love to play you again. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.